What up, people? I know it's been
What's
a
up?
long time, but we are back. We are back, stronger than ever. This is Square One. Welcome to the show. If this is your first time viewing, please hit the notification bell. I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. I don't want you to miss any time the show comes on. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Your subscriptions are definitely wanted and needed. Please give us a thumb up, leave a comment because your comments will be read and will be responded to. It lets me know on what direction I'm going in for as content. And if you not you like what I'm saying or like what I'm doing, either way you get a response back. And I hope that any content that I put out here that you will try to please come and check it out. And I hope that you take something away from it. The usual guys are here. Anzo, Roberto, and Diesel. What's going on, fellas?
What's
What's
up,
up,
man?
guys?
How you doing? Just taking care of some little technical difficulties.
Diesel.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you in
You hear me, right?
Yeah. Are you in the league with us?
Which league? Basketball? Football?
Yeah, no, he's not actually.
No, I didn't get invited.
The truth.
I was phantom zoned, I guess.
No. Didn't have space, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Trust me, somebody's going to get ejected this year.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
there's always a deadbeat or two.
Mm-hmm.
I usually don't believe in snitching, but I'm going to have to snitch this time. A certain person on the panel, I'm not going to call their name.
Right.
But when they heard that the Lakers was going to just drop out from the boycotting,
Yeah.
I got messages. I got damn balloons and damn cheerleaders. Parade boy. Then when they found out that the Lakers had in fact not quit, but gonna come back and just boycott a couple days.
Right.
It sounded like a cricket concert. All I could hear.
Not a word.
Like, what the hell?
You could hear yourself breathing.
I wonder who you're talking about. That
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I don't know.
That book is not on my shelf.
All good.
And you said it was somebody on the panel?
I don't know. It'll come to a head. That person
it'll come to light. Man. Don't worry
will
about it.
be revealed.
It will come to light. That's for sure.
Well, I think there's a question that actually gets into that topic, right? If I'm not mistaken. So
I didn't read them. I just downloaded them, but I'm gonna get into it as we go along. I'm glad to be back. Just gonna say real quick before we get into the show. Main topic of the show. We know that yesterday we lost one great brother, man. It's very sad. All I can say is sad. Chadwick Boseman died yesterday. His battle with colon cancer. He lost to it. He will be missed. Very cool dude from whatever I can see, read, and hear about. And I just want to say my condolences go out to his family and his loved ones and the fans. He will be missed.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, Chadwick.
So, question number one. Stephen A. Smith says LeBron will lead a blowout tonight against the Blazers and advance the Lakers into the second round. Do you agree with him?
I would say yes. Yes.
I'm going to say that's a double-edged sword because Damian Lillard, man, I got a newfound respect for him. He ain't one to sleep on.
Well,
but the
is
same
he playing,
thing,
though?
I don't
Sorry
know.
to interrupt, but is he playing?
I'm not sure.
Last I heard, but this was like 2 days ago, and they were supposed to play. He wasn't going to play, so I have to know if he's going to play tonight or not.
Go ahead.
Continue. Sorry to go ahead.
I feel that if he's healthy, because of what transpired with the latest shooting, that he may play and maybe dedicate that to.
No, because he had injured his knee. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the previous game, he injured his knee again.
I think if he can play, he will play.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If his knee is giving him issues, I wouldn't push that on this season. I would just go ahead and sit it out
and call it a day. Yeah,
because they're not coming back from 3-1, and I wouldn't risk injuring it further. Yeah.
They had a nice run, but no, if he and correct me if I'm wrong, but if he's playing tonight, it's not going to be a blowout. If he's not playing, yeah, they're gonna wipe them off the floor. Because they did
I'm
last
looking.
game, and they had them up 30-something points. So
Yeah, I'm looking now, and it says Blazers superstar expected to make a comeback soon. So it doesn't actually say if he's playing tonight or not. But he was not going to be in the game, but because they postponed it, he might be able to play.
That's it. So I know that previous game when they were supposed to play, I think it was Thursday night or so.
Friday.
Friday, Friday. Sorry. So then, he would have played that game, but because of could have got pushed, maybe he's feeling a little better now.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I say this, man. Even if he does play, he has to be 100%, or else he's not gonna. They're gonna get blown out. You know what I mean? Like if he's not 100%, I think they will get blown out.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't know what happened to CJ McCollum is like he just didn't show up this year. I don't know what's going on with him.
I know he had a couple good games. If I'm not mistaken, no, that was a Clipper game. Okay, no, I'm thinking the wrong game. But yeah, my thing is LeBron James, supposedly with all stuff going on, he's pretty unhappy. So maybe he tanks. Hopefully he tanks and the Lakers
Guy said, hopefully he tanks, you know. Jeez,
you know?
Brad, talk about hating.
I was like, the Clippers too, you know, they didn't want to play either. So hopefully they tank too. And yeah, you know, Clippers and Lakers are out and I'll be able to watch basketball again.
Wow.
You're a one stick puppy boy.
Me? Really? No, not at all.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I just listen, man. I can't stand the Lakers. I can't stand Kawhi. So yeah, I'm definitely hoping that I can get these two to get knocked out of the playoffs. Definitely want that. Something going on with your screen there, Diesel? What's up?
Yeah, I know. Not bad.
You're trying to use a green screen?
Yeah, but it's not well lit, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. If you got a nice, good light,
yeah. I just had to rush in to join you guys, so I didn't get a chance to set up, but all good, man.
No problem. Glad you came in once again. What happened to Roberto? He stepped out for a bit?
Looked like he got disconnected.
You're not in the back yet, so hopefully he'll pop back up.
Diesel sent him. Danny sent him to the Phantom Zone.
Oh, not today. Hey, man, what's up? Not today. Can't blame that on me.
Hopefully, I don't get sent to the Phantom Zone today, but I'm pretty sure I will.
My daughter bought for my birthday boy these new headphone sets. These things are awesome.
Oh, yeah, they look nice.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
I never had JBLs before. I'll take them.
Yeah, they're hot.
Let's see what the next question is. Donald Trump says the NBA is a political league, and that's not a good thing. Is he right? No, he is not right. Politics and sports should not mix, but he sticks his nose in the NFL, so why is he worrying about what the NBA doing? So I don't agree with nothing he says.
Absolutely. And they're human beings, right? So they feel the same pain that everybody else is. What, just because they're playing basketball, they can't express their feelings? You know, the only reason why he don't like it is because it's on a grand stage. So, you know.
Well, the thing is, technically and somewhat it is political because they're expressing kind of their opinions on certain things. And the reason why he's trying to discredit it is to just do that, discredit it so there's no impact that they're going to make.
Exactly.
And nobody would take what they're saying with any reason or anything like that. And I think that's why he's trying to have it separated, because they have a great platform and they could use it. They reach a lot of people, and they could influence a wide section of the U.S. and the voters. So I think he's trying to discredit them as being any kind of political resource for people to look at, but they are. They have their views. They have a chance to say what they got to say, and it's not just shut up and dribble. They have a voice too. You know what I mean? So
especially because their views don't align with his. In the NFL,
exactly,
his buddies were the owners, and he was able to greatly influence them about Colin Kaepernick. And that if this ain't patriotic, this ain't this, and this ain't that, the NBA don't listen to him as much as those owners do. They get a little bit more. Their pulse is on what the people and what the particular situation is, and whether he likes it or not. In my opinion, there is no LeBron James figurehead in the NFL. But LeBron James carries a lot of stroke and weight in what he does, and people follow him, which I don't fault him on that. He never be the GOAT, my man, but I cannot take away the political influence and power he has, and he seems to be doing the right thing with it. So, bravo, LeBron.
I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? Like, he's in the forefront. This guy opened up a school. You know what I mean? You got to give it up for what he's doing when it comes to matters that concern us, you know? So more power to him. And I think that's why the NBA players are a lot frustrated, because they don't think that the NBA owners are doing enough. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, let's fuck Trump.
I don't know I necessarily agree with that, because in the other two sports, I don't see anybody saying like the Black Lives Matters and wearing the stuff on the back of the jerseys and doing the kneeling and stuff. I haven't seen that, or it's not getting the flack or the clapback that they did in the NFL. Somebody in the NFL, it was a big news thing. Now that they're doing it every game, they're interlocked on knees playing the national anthem. Nothing's really getting said, and I think the owners. Now, I did hear something Stephen A. brought up, that if they miss a certain number of games, then that would null and void the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, and that they would lose a lot of money. That's up to like several billions of dollars. So I don't want to see that happen. But also, I heard players say, "Well, the money don't matter. It's the message that's going to come out." So it depends on what side of the line you want to step on. Do you want to keep that money and then use it towards the problem, or do you want to say the money doesn't matter and then go ahead and do it with what you got? So that's going to be
it's not only the money; it's the platform they have too, right? Because if we didn't have these games being shown televised worldwide, they wouldn't have this big platform to say what they got to say, and it wouldn't be as impactful to so many people, along with the money. So. It's a twofold, you know what I mean? So,
well, supposedly, like, I guess the top will come up later, but supposedly when they had that meeting, you know, a lot of the young players were angry with LeBron James because some of the things he was saying, and one of them that was reported that he said was, you know, he's beneath this kind of thing, like he has his money and he's good with ending the season, you know, and that was a big issue for a lot of the players, they're saying. So, you know, some of them can afford it and some of them can't. You know,
correct.
That's right.
Some of them can't afford to lose the season. Some of them can't afford to lose their money, you know.
Ozzy, did you get your shirt set?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Yeah, I have one for you too, Roberto. He sent us some Square One t-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet though.
Are you guys having it? You guys getting a heavy rain by you too?
Yeah.
My internet just went down. I had to come on my phone.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, data time now.
Yeah, it's raining here, but I don't think it's pouring maybe as hard as
pretty hard over here. That's why I apologize
Oh, it's okay.
But the last time I did a data show, I killed my data. I had no data for the rest of the month, so I'm hoping that Wi-Fi comes back.
Yeah.
But what did I miss?
We're just talking about Donald Trump says the NBA is a political league, and that's not a good thing. Is he right or wrong?
I think he should mind his own business and stick to politics. That's what I think. He should mind his own business and stick to politics, because anytime you speak in favor of a cause, this man wants to come in and say the exact opposite. They have a platform, use it. And, you know, it's funny because I could say something based on what I saw on Facebook, because when Milwaukee first put that into play and then the NBA followed, as I said, lately, some people are coming out of the closet. Well, one of my many Facebook friends came out of the closet, and you know what he said?
What's that?
He said, from this day on, I am no longer watching the NBA. So sure enough, before I got enraged and let some shit off my chest, I blocked him for 30 days. I need to resuscitate. I need to get my thoughts together, right? But what happened? Not even 15 hours later, and then the next day, followed by the WNBA, followed by the MLB, followed by the NFL. So what are you telling me now? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's the shirt.
That's what's coming?
Yeah.
So now I got to wait 30 days to tell him, I guess you're not watching sports, you dumbass.
For real.
Oh, you're so quick to jump the gun. You want to jump all over the NBA players because they made a statement? Well, give it a little time. Other leagues will follow. Those guys they take the forefront.
My question is, it wasn't a political race when he was influencing the owners in the NFL about Kaepernick. So what's the difference? He would say,
very well said.
He made comments about if somebody needed, he'd fire him and do all this kind of stuff. So what's the difference?
Making private phone calls to Jerry and the rest of them boys.
Get this SOB out of here. You're fired.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Subliminal messages.
Yeah, it's just like Danny said, because it doesn't agree with his agenda, it's wrong, you know?
Yeah, it's wrong. It's against the cause. It's negative. It's everything bad that he can put out of his mouth, he tries to apply to it. He has a few followers, obviously.
Oh,
not just a few.
Yeah, you know, he has way
I have to say a few because I can't comprehend how there's many. I can't.
There's a lot of people that agree with not in public, but behind closed doors.
Hey, bro.
Oh, they're coming out in public. They're coming out in public.
Of course, there's in public, but there's tons of them out of public.
Behind public doors too. Absolutely.
That's what he gets about.
I do a lot of fishing, and when I go on my boat and we're fishing, and you can just see like the nice homes and stuff. It's like a parade of Trump flags. Trump 2020. And they got this one now in this truck. I saw it yesterday when I was going on patrol. It had the truck had the flag flying. It had Trump 2020. Stop the bullshitting. I was like, huh? And man, it's crazy. Next time I go, I'm going fishing tomorrow. I'm gonna take a clip.
Yeah, take a clip and show me, man.
It's just crazy. You go by the houses. Usually you see like the American flag. It's crazy. Trump flags. I mean, like you would not believe.
I can't understand.
Me neither,
Maybe the air is a little different over here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I say no. A lot of people over here too agree with him also.
She said, "No longer watching the NBA." I'm sorry, he's crazy. Why are you not watching the NBA?
He's crazy. No, I was making reference. She's making reference to that guy I was talking about on Facebook. Because when the NBA protests, not even 5 minutes after, he wrote, "I am no longer watching the NBA!" Exclamation! 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 So it's pretty obvious why he's not watching the NBA no more. But he didn't know that it was going to be followed suit by the MLB and then later the NHL. So now, what sports are you watching? That's what I wanted to ask him, but I have to wait 30 days because I blocked him.
And I've seen all those racist posts too, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm not watching basketball. Fuck LeBron James for trying to do this. And I'm like, really? Okay. True colors are coming out, man.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
Without getting too deep, that I can't say certain stuff. I just want to pose this question: if you look like me and you look opposite of me, I want you to ask yourself: are you going to have certain conversations with your sons about going out and driving and being careful? And if you stop by law enforcement or stop by whatever, that you're going to act a certain way, or you may or may not make it home. Now, if you don't look like me, you don't have to have that conversation. But I got a son, a 25-year-old son. I got 2 grandsons that don't look like me. I talk to my son all the time about certain things that I'm not going to have to talk to them about. So if you don't look like me, you don't have to have that conversation. But if you look like me, you better have that conversation or you may lose your son based on what we're seeing now.
Facts. You know, like, and in Canada, that's not as bad. But I still got to tell my son, listen, you just be careful. You say what you got to say because Roberto knows they may not kill us, but they will manhandle you, throw you on the ground, headlock, kick you, slam you. They'll do that here. So I have to tell them, just, yes, sir, no, sir, whatever. Follow what they tell you to do. Don't be rude and you'll be fine.
Hey, bro.
I think it's more to get you in the system, but that's a whole nother line, like you said.
Bite your tongue, bro. Gotta bite your tongue till you get home.
Absolutely.
This is it.
Question 3. NBA players vote to continue playing. Do you agree with this?
Absolutely fucking not. No, I do not agree with this. You motherfuckers. You should have ended this goddamn season and let it be. Boy, unless Toronto wins, then I'll be okay with it.
I wonder if
you know what I mean.
I wonder if the Spurs was in first place. Would you feel so strongly about that?
My son asked me that same question.
I thought I saw that question somewhere.
It was, and you know what? To be honest with you, I would probably feel the same way because it's more than basketball right now.
Yeah, this is some serious shit.
I do not believe that. I ain't buying that.
I could only imagine. I didn't see the question, but I could only imagine the question was if it was the Spurs.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You let the Spurs be number 1.
Of course.
He'd be mad as hell.
What? Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
You say it's a setup. It's all a conspiracy.
See what I tell you? This ain't nothing but damn conspiracy shit.
Hey, man, I know it's bigger than the game. Would I be pissed? Yes. But at the end of the day, I'd want them to continue. I'm not going to lie. I would want them to continue. But if they didn't, I wouldn't be like, oh, my God, what's this and that, And that's the honest truth. But, yeah, it's a good question.
I understand that they went, what we're going through now, and they want to make a statement and everything, but they went through so much to get this bubble thing going. They're at the point of, how many more months, a month and a half before it's over, and then make your statement for the next year, because this on and off thing, again, you're going to lose interest, lose momentum, and look like idiots opposed to, making a valid point.
But I think LeBron James, the Clippers, both LA teams, wanted to cancel the season, but got
it wasn't
outnumbered.
United. Yeah,
they got outnumbered.
But at the same time, they'll lose their platform if they end the season, right? That bubble thing is over.
That's the whole point.
They don't get the cameras.
The only one that wouldn't probably is LeBron. LeBron can have a doggone press conference Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever time, and the world's going to tune in. The rest of those players don't have that platform.
Would he actually have a press conference?
I'm just saying.
Probably not if he did.
I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, would he actually even do that? I don't know. I see that he's interested in the community, but I don't think he would go out of his way to do this, certain things for the community and try and get this point across. I understand he cares and Black Lives Matter.
He has though. He's went out of his way already.
Yeah, that's one thing I credit him for.
What happened when was it Trayvon Martin? He came out with the hoodies, but there was nothing really said. Now it's easier for these guys to come out and do this because everybody's kind of on the same page. But when it wasn't the norm, let's say, nobody was really taking that step, that extra step. Why didn't he do a boycott that time when this was all going on? They still played the game. They came out with their Black Lives I Can't Breathe T-shirts and all that stuff, but nobody said, "Oh, let's cancel this game." They didn't take that extra step. It's only now that everybody's doing it. He's kind of trying to lead or appear to lead the way, but
I think it's because they're finally fed up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like after seeing it for so much and for so long, it's at the point where it's like, yo, I can't take it no more, because even us here, me, I was like, okay, we've seen it. But then when the George Floyd thing happened, I was out at the protests, you know what I mean? I got involved. So now I'm feeling like these guys are actually at the point where they just can't take it anymore, so I believe if more people were not willing to play the season, there would not be the rest of the season.
I think as the terrain changes, then LeBron James kind of navigates to get over that terrain. If the terrain causes him, he needs a truck, and he's gonna get a truck. But if the rain causes him to need a car, he get a car. That's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah, why doesn't he just come up with the bulldozer right away? Why doesn't he dictate what's going on? This is my.
I think he tried in this meeting. I really think he tried, and that's what happened. Like everybody else was like, "No, we want to do this." The young guys need the money and stuff like that.
But you even mentioned that he talked about money and being in a position where he can do it. So I think that had an actual.
He can, but everybody else can't.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He's not making. To me, he's not making a real sacrifice. Is what I'm trying to get around. He's not putting him. He's putting himself out there, but strategically. It's not like he's just like Colin Kaepernick. He went on a limb for everybody. Knelt. Took the bullet for everybody. Now everybody's want to jump on the bandwagon. Everybody wants to kneel. Everybody wants to. Where was LeBron when that was happening? You know what I mean? Now that it's cool or it's in trend, now he wants to come in and be like, oh, I'm the leader of this kind of revolution. To your point, maybe it's because it's people get tired of it, yada yada yada. But I don't see that initiative taking.
And I get what you're saying to for real, because I'm gonna agree with you on something. But I will just say LeBron has said things. He hasn't done a lot, like you said, but he has always said things about it. Like he has Twitters, he has his YouTube stuff where he's just trashing the system and stuff like that, right? But you're right. If he wants to make a point, leave the bubble.
He never went on a limb to do it.
Leave the bubble.
Yeah,
I think it's more of you got to pick your battles. You can't every time you see an injustice, you can't always go out there and like Superman. Sometimes you got to pick your battles because some of them they be. I don't want to belittle any injustice, but sometimes some of them may not be. If you let's compare the weight, some may not weigh as much as others. So I think the ones that weigh enough and make enough noise. Based on what I've seen, I'm happy with what he does because I mean he could be like Michael Jordan, who's like, "Fuck it, I ain't doing nothing," because Republicans and whoever else and atheists and blah blah blah, they wear sneakers too. That's his choice. The same protection that gives us freedom of speech gives us freedom to be quiet too. So he don't have to say nothing at all,
right?
Because he don't get his money. He gonna be paid for the rest of his life. Nike gave him a lifetime contract. So he don't have to say nothing. But what he's saying to me is more than what some others have done. So I don't have a problem. I don't have an issue with what he's doing.
Me neither, 100%. But again, like Diesel said, if
I
he
do
really
agree with some of the stuff that what Diesel's saying.
You know what I mean? If he really wanted to make that point, if LeBron James leaves that bubble, and then let's say Kawhi Leonard follows, that's an impact. That means a lot. You know what I mean? That will show.
That does, but then the other side is how are you going to feel as them other 14 players?
Your
Your leader walked out on you. So he's got a balance. And I know the steal a Star Trek quote, the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. So I mean, you don't know. I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword for him, right?
Yep.
Because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
That's right. Because somebody on that team will look at him snake-eyed, cross-eyed. So, motherfucker, you gonna leave us here? I know this is going on, but we your brothers. We your teammates.
We have a chance to get a championship, and you abandoned us.
That will be fair. I ain't saying that it's fair or right. I'm just saying that's reality.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what would happen, and not just from teammates, from people around the world. You know, some will stand with him, and some will be like, "Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that." You know what I mean? Fuck LeBron James. So you're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. Nice background, brother.
Yeah, internet's back. Gave me some time to make some adjustments.
Yeah,
and to represent.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Let's go to the next question. Question number 4. Marcus Morris deliberates steps on Luka Doncic. Does NBA need to suspend him right now?
Damn, that was all bad.
I didn't even see it.
I think he said something about white boy or something. Or you just a lucky white boy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he actually stepped on his foot. You guys talk. I'm going to look for it to show you guys. Yeah.
He actually he stepped on because he stepped on Doncic's foot because he had an injury. Doncic. Luka, the magic Luka, Jesus. Anyways, he's playing
today.
No, this was a couple of days ago, maybe like Tuesday or something like that. During the game, he deliberately, Marcus Morris that is, deliberately put his foot out so Luka could step on it and re-injure his ankle because it was already injured from a week before, and he tried to get it re-injured. And he said, no, it was just an honest mistake, but you could see that he actually literally pushed his foot forward in order to try and make Luka step on it and re-injure his ankle. So that's what that question was about.
So he want Luka to re-injure his foot so he won't be able to play?
No, he tried to injure Luka. He wanted him to step on his foot and twist his own.
Yeah, I'm looking for it now to show you guys.
I thought that. So that's not the same incident when I think somebody called Luka like a white boy or something.
That was Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell called him a bitch ass white boy.
Yeah,
and now this guy tried to step on his foot.
Yeah, so that, but then Montrezl came back and apologized to him.
Yeah, I saw that part.
Yeah, and then I think this was retaliation for it. But I think there was something else that happened in between. It eludes me right now. But there's something else that happened in between there that was there a push or something?
I think there was
by Porzingis. Porzingis pushed him
or something. There was something there where in that same game, Morris came back and tried to retaliate again by putting his leg out so that Luka could step on it to try and re-injure his ankle. Yeah, that's freaking crazy.
Because it'd be pretty embarrassing if they get knocked out by the Mavs.
Oh, that would be incredible. But back to the question, if he should have gotten suspended, he should have. He should have gotten suspended. I think he may have gotten a fine, if I'm not correct. But he should have gotten suspended a couple of games at least. For doing that, because you could blatantly see it was deliberate that he did do it. It wasn't an accident as he claims it was, and he said, "Oh, throughout my entire career, I never did anything so bad." And yeah, right. He's known as a sub enforcer kind of person, you know.
Check that, Danny. Share the screen. Show you guys.
Oh, you pulled up the footage?
Yeah, I did.
On the left. foot, lost his shoe. This is the moment. I don't know, man. Marcus Morris going right after that left foot, steps on him. The shoe comes off.
I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know. I'd like to.
It wasn't so evident.
No, that's what they're saying.
Play that again.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try find the one from First Take because they do a couple of angles on it.
Yeah, they do a few angles.
Because if he looks down, that changes the whole ball game.
It's because you could see one angle where he takes an extra push, an unorthodox step, let's say.
That's what I'm trying to say. Good call.
To reach to his so,
that one stride was half an inch longer.
There you go. It was not an actual step that normal step you would take. He reached extra. That's the step on the man's foot.
Wow.
But yeah, it's crazy.
In his character, I can see him doing it too.
Yeah, that's
somebody else.
And he tried to denounce it. I think he went on Twitter or something and tried and denounced it.
Yeah,
of course.
He played for the Lakers, or he played for the Clippers?
He's Clippers. The other, his brother, his twin brother is on the Lakers.
Is he?
Yeah.
These guys travel. Huh?
You almost say, man, if he's lying about this, he is really a low down person. But when I watch
that little skip,
you see that?
Yeah. I feel like there's only one.
That little skip fucked that up.
Extra skip
because it looks
right
like
there.
it looked almost like an awkward step.
Yeah. He did that on purpose.
Like a little extra length on that step to get to Luka's ankle. And so I do think it was on purpose.
That angle shows it.
Marcus
that angle shows it clear as day.
He picks up the shoe. So again, you might look at it like, oh, it was accidentally he's picking up his shoe. But that's Morris's MO. Throughout his career, look at the many incidents he's had. He's subtle. He is conniving. Whenever he gets in a little scuffle or fall.
Yeah, that was definitely done on purpose.
Guilty.
So if you go back to the question, have these guys answered? Because I already gave my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, now you guys seen it, so now
because it's so blatant, give them 3 games.
Yeah, say 2 to 3.
I'm saying more than that, man. You could try and end somebody's career.
Yeah, you're right, but because it's the playoffs, you know how they're always a little sensitive for that. 3 games is like half a season, blah blah blah.
Plus the Clippers are like kind of,
I give his ass a significant fine.
Do they even need this guy?
Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
I don't necessarily care about the game. Give his ass a fine.
Oh, he's gonna get fined.
I think he got the fine. I think he just didn't get any time.
But I'm saying that should be a significant fine, like 6 figures.
Yeah, like a fine you don't want to get again.
Yeah, that would get my attention.
You got that right. Hit the pocket. Hurts.
I don't give a shit about no games. Well, that's rest. But you start touching my bank account and like, oh, what the fuck? No,
it'd be nice if they find him hard and donate that to a good cause.
Or donate to a cause they know he don't like. Ooh, that would piss him off.
You just going for the jugular, eh?
Take 100,000 and donate to the Trump campaign.
Oh shit! Who knows? He might be an undercover Trump lover. You never know.
With his name on it.
That would piss me off. Let's see. Question. Question 5. With the Clippers up 3-2 on the Mavs and Porzingis, whatever the fuck, Porzingis injured, the Clippers move on to the next round. It's definitely gonna be easier for him because Porzingis, he got a nice game.
Very nice game.
That cat can play, so it's definitely going to make it easier on the Clippers because the offensive threat is there. Thank you, Poe. I appreciate the $10 super chat. It's very much appreciated, bro. Poe, you gotta tell us tonight. How do you think about Tenet? I hadn't seen it yet, but
he doesn't get to see it till like next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But getting back to the question, I definitely think it's going to be easier for the Clippers. So it's up to them whether or not they take advantage of that or not.
Because with Porzingis there, I think it would have went 7, almost guaranteed 7, especially the way he played game 2.
Mm-hmm.
But he had to get thrown out, and it's been all downhill since. So
No, actually, they actually won game 4 to tie it up.
that's because Luka had a game of his life.
Oh,
you
for
know,
sure. Yeah.
Luka had a game of his life. But imagine if Porzingis was there. I don't think.
Oh, for sure.
I think the Clippers were worried. And they're still a bit worried, evidently, that little cheat move that what's-his name pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Win it with, skills.
With some pride, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure. They would have been scared, and it would have gone to the wire down to 7, like you said. I feel, and the Mavs had a fighting chance, a puncher's chance to get in there and take these
You would
guys
think
out.
that a competitor out. If I'm competing against somebody, I want to win because I was smarter than they was, or just all out better than they were. Not because I did some kind of cheat way or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's gonna put some shade on the victory. So that's gonna taint
Just
the
take
win.
one guy.
I don't want nothing to taint the win. Danny whipped my ass because he was just better or smarter or faster, not because he tripped me up or did this or that. I don't want no win like that.
So you don't want to show our ugly faces anymore, Danny?
So I was going to ask you guys if that's how it's supposed to be.
I said you don't want to show our ugly faces anymore?
You got the question up still.
Yeah, it's all good. For me, I still think that the Mavs have a good chance to win tonight and take it to 7. So
I hope they do.
Me too. I really hope they do. I hope they beat the Clippers, to be honest with you.
That would just be sweet if that happened.
It would be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you 100%. So if they can beat the Clippers, I'll be happy with that. And then, I don't know, someone beats the Lakers, I'll be happy with that.
Relax.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for that.
I knew I'd get it.
Thank you so much for that. Oh, man.
Yeah, Lakers got to go, man. They got to go.
Never tough road ahead of them.
Why did they have to go? Shouldn't a better team win?
Yeah.
Okay.
But a better team that's not built by LeBron James.
It don't matter.
To me, it does.
No one hates him more than I do. But if he win, I'm going to be happy for the Lakers franchise. That's the same way if Kawhi Leonard was to go back to San Antonio and bring a championship, you would be happy for the San Antonio franchise, not necessarily Kawhi. Correct?
There you go.
No, hold on. If Kawhi came back to the Spurs, I'd be happy for him too. He'd be my favorite player again.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, he'd be my favorite player again. I would be praising Kawhi's name. I'd have Kawhi jerseys. I would.
Oh my god!
You know, I could forgive and forget.
So you hate him. So you hate him because he left you.
Yes.
But you love him when he comes back.
Yes. Well, you guys don't have accent.
Do you really listen to yourself, though, guys, sometimes? Do you stop and listen to yourself sometimes? I want you to come back to this point, 44 minutes within this thing, play this back and listen to yourself.
Hey, man, I'm
and
just being honest.
Wow, I really said that?
I did say that. I'll say it again, yes. The minute he left the team, he was fuck Kawhi. If he comes back, I can forgive and forget. You know what I mean? And we move on. You know?
About that.
So wait. None of you guys ever said fucking X?
An ex, yes, somebody that I actually in a relationship with.
Yeah,
somebody that I watch.
Well,
she go around fuck enough guys that you know, not for your boys, and come back to you, and then you'll be like, "Yeah, I love you again."
Well, there's a degree to it, of course, right? There's a degree
The man went out, win a championship for Toronto, come back, represent LA. So that's like fucking enough girls all over the place, enough guys, guys around the place, and come back
But first off,
take her back with open arms.
let's take
Hi,
out
honey.
Toronto because we shipped him to Toronto, so he had no choice. Because if he had a choice, he would have went straight to LA, right? So we shipped him to
That's even
Toronto.
worse,
So
guy.
we
You should
shipped
feel
him to
even
Toronto.
worse about that, though.
Absolutely not. Oh,
You
hey
should
man,
feel even worse about that you shipped him to somewhere, think he's going to get isolated and feel sad for himself and come and bring them a championship. You should feel worse for yourself, man.
No, but we didn't know he was going to win the championship over
Exactly.
there. Right?
That's why
But it was a very good chance. Very good chance.
There was, but if Golden State was full strength, they probably wouldn't have won that championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would have been like if Dallas was full strength.
But
I hear you.
But yeah, right. That's what the Spurs were like going for. You know what I mean? Like, look how the league was going. They had no idea anyone was going to be able to beat Golden State. So yeah, ship them to another country, ship them to Toronto, make sure no American team gets him, and then sure enough, Golden State gets injured and he wins the championship. It's like, fuck it, shit happens, So then he goes to LA and he comes back to San Antonio. Yeah, open arms. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back.
A foreign country come back, and then you're gonna hug him up and kiss him up.
Thank you for coming back. Give me that championship again. You are a part of the team.
I was just waiting.
I was just gonna check my audio. It just went quiet all of a sudden.
But until that day, this is what I say. Until that day, So, yeah, like I said, I'd be cool with it. I'd be cool with Antonio Brown comes back to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You just like Skip Bayless, man. Cuss the guy off, and then all of a sudden he's just good, the good player.
No, hold on. There's a difference. Skip Bayless ended up getting shoes from him, and that's why he started being friend up with Kawhi.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, he got his New Balances.
Yeah.
For me, Kawhi sent him shoes.
Yeah, Kawhi sent him some shoes.
His orthopedic shoes.
Yeah. Right? So for me,
orthopedic shoes.
Well, he got some incentive.
No, but yeah, I won't go with that incentive. You got to come back.
He would call the man his name. He call him a number.
Yep.
Number 2,
And then all of a sudden it's like, me and Kawhi sent me shoes. Yeah, you're a sellout to me. Skip is a sellout to me for
Plain
that.
and simple. Thank you.
At least if you're coming back to the team, then you're on the team. You know what I mean? And it may take me a while because I won't lie. When Robert Horry first came to the Spurs, I was like, yo, this guy is here to sabotage the team, man. Because
why would you say that?
Yo,
playoff Rob?
No, that first year though, he was missed. But that first year though,
he always comes through in the playoffs.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That first year, he was bricking those shots. He wasn't hitting those playoff shots. And then the second year, and again, it's because of the Spurs system. He probably had a hard time adjusting, right? Right. But in the second year, then he started doing big shot Rob shit.
Then I was like, Rob, Jesus.
So that's why.
I can't forget him for the Lakers too.
Are you trying to tell me if Kawhi sees some New Balances, you ain't gonna wear them?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Kawhi Leonard seen some signed New Balance shoes.
You ain't gonna
rock them. You ain't gonna rock them.
Wow.
I don't like the shoe.
Let me tell you this. Send them to me.
I'd keep them.
No, you hate them.
No, I would keep them. Well, fuck, it's a shoe. I would keep them, but I wouldn't wear them because I don't like the shoes. It has nothing to do with that. If he sent me a pair of Jordans signed, yeah, I'd wear them. But I don't like New Balances, so.
Roberto, you're a little quiet there, man.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Jump in on this dude, man. Get your punches in right now, man.
You know what? I love hearing Onzo sometimes without me saying a word,
No, let's be honest. If Jordan or a player you like left the team and then came back, you guys wouldn't cheer for him again?
Yeah.
No, I cheered for Michael Jordan when he went to the Washington Wizards. I couldn't name nobody else on the team besides him.
But he retired and left. You know what I mean? In San Antonio, Kawhi forced his way out. There's a difference.
Jordan could have gone to the Brooklyn Nets back then, and I would have cheered for him. because I like Jordan.
This is bad because
Okay, but that's the thing. So you were a Jordan fan and not a Bulls fan.
That's correct.
Right. I am a
Everybody
Spurs
was
fan.
But you know what? I think that's the case for majority of the so-called Bull fan. You know,
correct.
I wasn't really a fan of the Bulls. I was a fan of Jordan and Pippen.
Okay, you see,
Jordan.
You see, the thing for me is I'm a Spurs fan before the Players fan. I'm a Spurs fan before a Tim Duncan fan. I'm a Spurs fan before a David Robinson fan. I'm a Spurs fan before a Kawhi fan. Right,
Man,
I'm a fan of the
We're
team.
talking about a legend.
Name 5 players before on the Spurs before Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
David Robinson, Manu.
No, he said
Ginobili.
before David Robinson.
But I started watching it when David Robinson.
Oh,
that's when I started watching the Spurs. I've been a Spurs fan since '89. What the year?
That was beginning
so David
of the
Robinson,
90s.
David Robinson turned you on to the Spurs.
Yes.
It's usually a player who turns you on to a team.
Because I was a Pistons fan. And that year the Pistons were breaking up and they weren't doing good.
But wait, who did you like on the Pistons? Who did you like? There's so many hateable characters.
Isaiah Thomas, Bill Lambert.
No! Even the NBA hated Isaiah.
Isaiah Thomas was my favorite point guard of all times.
Who?
Oh my God.
Isaiah Thomas.
Listen, I would take away how skilled this little man was. But all time,
he said Isaiah Thomas.
I didn't say he's the greatest of all time.
No, it's your favorite. I understand.
That's my favorite.
That's why his punk ass didn't make the dream team. I'm glad they kept his ass off.
Whatever. You guys could talk about it.
Danny, let me ask you this question.
That was uncalled for.
Who do you think is the main person that had that decision made?
Jordan.
Because Michael's trying to say it wasn't him.
It was him.
Because Magic ended up falling out with Isaiah just prior to that.
I think we all know it's Jordan that had that.
Absolutely.
I like to think it's Jordan.
Even the soundbite came out saying
but
that
if
he did.
Somebody did you like they did Jordan. Would you not say fuck him if you had a chance to fuck him?
I think he did it more to Magic than Jordan. Like all he did was walk out on Jordan. Magic and him threw fists.
Magic and who?
And Isaiah. They threw fists.
Yeah, but they were friends after that.
They were going kiss up, guys.
Yeah, they were friends after that.
I watched that makeup shit. I like the fighting.
They're good friends, actually.
They're really good friends. The reason why they're not friends anymore is because Isaiah said something about when Magic Johnson got HIV.
Got AIDS, yeah,
and that's why they're not. Yeah, that's why they're not friends anymore.
They're friends now.
Good friends, and
remember
say
that. They're friends now. You remember that show? Like they showed this recently with Shaq and Kobe. They kind of talk. They sounded
up,
Isaiah and Magic did that, so they're now, unless they lying, they cool now.
No, they're cool now. Yeah,
they are.
And all this stuff.
But, there's no doubt about it.
But that's the thing. It's because they were so close when they were playing basketball. You know what I mean? They were really close. So I do think Magic had something to do with that too, right? Magic definitely has something to do with Isaiah not being on the team as well. But
I think everybody on the team did, because you gotta remember now Isaiah's head coach is on there.
Yeah, Chuck.
Team. So he should have had some kind of sway, but he didn't. And then plus he played golf every day with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but he couldn't convince Michael Jordan to change his mind on that, right? Because Michael Jordan is a strong head case. You know what I mean? And even if he said, I want Isaiah in the team, Jordan said he's not playing without Jordan. So who are you going to take? Chuck Daly or Jordan?
I understand that part, but would you play with the enemy every day? Golf? Him and Chuck Daly play golf every day. If you watch the Dream Team documentary.
Yeah, because he had respect for Chuck.
Still, I'm just saying.
No, he had respect for Chuck.
I'm not saying for Jordan. I'm saying on Chuck part. If you were the coach, would you? If you was my coach and Diesel told you I ain't playing with you, would you be mad at me as being your coach that you go out and play golf every day with Diesel?
No,
you wouldn't be mad.
No, I wouldn't be mad because Chuck Daly, and it's a coach and a player. It's totally different. Now, if it was Isaiah or something, I'd be like, okay, that's a little hypocrite there, right? But the coach, I mean, no, I don't see that difference, because not only that, coaches have to get to know their players in some sort of way. You know what I mean? So maybe he got to know Jordan, they talked, and they had that mutual respect for each other. That happens.
You
So
couldn't do anything but respect Jordan, anyways.
right, and right, but and that's what I'm saying. And maybe Jordan ended up getting a respect for Chuck Daly because of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. So,
No doubt.
All right, let's go to
But-
question number 6. Kenny Smith walks off the NBA on TNT set in solidarity with the player. Was he right to do this? Do you think Shaq and Charles should have followed him? I think each man got to answer the question for themselves. I saw that episode, and I didn't have a problem with him doing it.
They're all individuals. They're all strong characters. They could all make their own decisions.
Absolutely. I don't think they needed to follow him. If they wanted to do it, they could have. It's just like players kneeling. If they want to kneel, they can kneel. That doesn't change the fact that they don't feel what's going on. You know what I mean? It's just maybe they don't want to express their feelings like that. But Kenny Smith said, you know what? I'm going to walk off with the players. And
Respect
I
him
respect
and
it.
respect to the
explained it
others.
very well too. He explained exactly why he's going to do it. He explained the reasoning behind it, and it was well thought out. Well, not well thought out, but he explained it very well to everybody, for you to respect him and the decision he made. So, and for the rest of the guys not to follow suit, it's their decision. It was their choice to make, and they wanted to stay on board and continue. And I don't see anything wrong with that. He made a nice decision, and they decided to stay. I have no issue with that.
Yeah, me neither. Whatsoever, you know.
Me either.
It was a good moment, you know. If that's what you felt strongly enough to go and do, then sure, no problem. Go ahead and do it.
You got to take advantage of your platform, and he did. He didn't just walk off and say, I'm with the players. He explained himself thoroughly. He looked sincere. Nobody questioned him. They all respected him. And if anybody has a problem with it, that's their problem.
And he probably told them before the show was starting that,
I don't know. It was pretty. If you look at Shaq's face, he was a little thrown off.
You looked at Charles. Charles like drank his coffee and was like,
Don't ask me.
I have to go look at it again, you know what I mean? Maybe, but I just thought maybe he might have said, you know, or maybe he gave them a heads up or something, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know.
It was well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have an issue with it at all.
Yeah, me
All
neither.
right. We are transitioning to the football part of
Booyah!
Question number 7, topic number 7. Ezekiel Elliott discourages Cowboys from signing Earl Thomas. What? Do you think he has a right to do this, and do you think the Cowboys should sign him? I think Ezekiel Elliott should shut the fuck up. You don't mess with another man's money. Earl Thomas is a top 10, I think, a strong safety, if I'm not mistaken. You don't get involved with another man's money. Case in point, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh players got involved with Le'Veon Bell's money and start running their mouth and cause a man to, I think, leave, left a sour taste in his mouth, and that's not your right. It's your business to worry about your money.
Where'd he go?
Not
He
nobody
can't show his facial expression.
I'm here.
Okay.
But I don't think it had anything to do with another player's money. I'm not sure because I don't really know the whole topic. I just think this Pittsburgh Steelers didn't want to pay him what he wanted.
No, when you share what he meant, I think, is when you share an opinion,
Yeah.
you're messing with another man's money. He has his own valid reasons for wanting to stay or get whatever he wanted to get.
I heard some of the defensive linemen and offensive line talking about I don't make what he and okay, different positions, bro. You know good and well a receiver gonna make different money than a quarterback. Quarterback gonna make different money from running back, linebacker, so on and so forth. It ain't my business what Roberto is making. It's Roberto and his agent's business what they can negotiate, what the owner wants to pay them. If somebody asks me, do you think Roberto or you think Anzo's getting paid or I don't think we need him because such. No, essentially you messing with my money because if Jerry Jones or whatever owner calls me and say, hey, Danny, I'm thinking about bringing you on the team. Let's sit down and talk. I don't want to hear no chatter for nobody else on the team, especially if we ain't got no beef. I don't recall a beef between Ezekiel Elliott and Earl Thomas. And plus, I know for a fact when Ezekiel was holding out for his money, what nobody saying nothing about him. It was saying he's the number one running back in the NFL. He's been the leading rusher for X amount of years. Nobody messed with his money. So if ain't nobody messing with your money or chirping on your business, I don't think you need to chirp on nobody else's business. Just my opinion.
Well, that's the thing. Like I said to you before, I didn't hear any of that. So I'm looking to see if I can find something now. And the only thing I'm really seeing was that he had an issue with Big Ben. So I don't know. Like I said, maybe, there's something on First Take or whatever about that. But if that's the case, then yeah, who gives a fuck what he's making? Like, he was the number one running back, you know what I mean? So if you're jealous, then
I feel Pittsburgh turned on him. A lot of players turned on him.
I ain't trying to be smart, bro, but you wrote these questions, so you don't know about them?
No, I didn't know about the issue you're talking about.
That's the question.
No, I'm talking about Le'Veon Bell.
Yes, Le'Veon Bell.
But we're talking about Ezekiel. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I was using Le'Veon Bell as an example.
I know that.
I think it's a different scenario.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know what you were saying. I know the question is different, but you brought up Le'Veon Bell. So I was saying I don't know about the players talking about Le'Veon Bell's contract.
Yeah.
They were turning on him hard.
Thing. Yeah.
Turning on him hard. That's why you knew he wasn't going to stay.
There's video footage of his teammate.
His whole line, especially
talking shit about him. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I don't remember seeing that or hearing about that. I'm looking at it and I'm looking now, but I only see about Big Ben. That's why
when he was holding out, they started turning on him.
Exactly.
Okay, when he started holding out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but this now Ezekiel Elliott, the reason why he doesn't want him is because he's a shit disturber in the locker room.
Yeah, he just did it where he came from or wherever they let him go from. Supposedly.
In Baltimore.
Yeah.
In Baltimore. So that's the reason why Ezekiel doesn't want him on a team. Plus, when I was watching the First Take, they were talking about him having arguments and fights in the locker room. So Le'Veon Bell is thinking maybe he's going to be a disruption. You know what I mean? Distraction. There we go. Thank you very much. A distraction in the locker room. So that's why he doesn't want him. And if that's the case, I kind of agree with that.
Well, I plead the fifth because it's in reference to the Cowboys. My opinion's biased.
So what?
How
much fucking biased opinions have I said on this stream since we started it?
But I like being on the screen the whole show.
That's actually part of the whole point, to get different people's takes, right?
Whether they're biased or not, spit it out, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? I understand where you're coming from, Diesel, but this is my number one hated team in sports, and I love all sports, so you can understand the hate I have for these Cowboys.
Just think of it as two different players on a team.
I agree. You got a point. I have to agree with what Danny said, It's not up to you to spit or to taste what's in the pot. Let them guys deal with it. If they don't take him, then you could say, yeah, I'm glad we didn't take him because he would have effed up our locker room or whatever, right? But don't do it during negotiations because that's just wrong. And that can only have people turn against you and say, Ezekiel's an asshole. He's fucked up, man.
And most of it is his own personal, real, I guess, bad vibes towards him, So I don't think it's really a global.
Well, I don't think it's personal. I think there's facts that he has been a distraction. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
He's a hothead. But you know what? With these hotheads, when they find the right team, I like to think Dallas is a structured organization.
Correct.
That he can go there and get disciplined. Or go to New England and get disciplined,
Tell that to Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown didn't go to Dallas?
No, he went to the Patriots. and
Yeah.
still fucked
He
up.
went to 2 other places
I
after.
don't even, did they give him a chance to fuck? He like barely fucked
But
up and they got
the
rid of him.
Patriots, though.
Yeah, the Patriots don't
You're
play.
going against what Roberto was actually saying. You're talking about a structured organization that could help somebody. The New England Patriots, they don't want to help nobody. You
You
crazy?
have any little dysfunction in the New
Correct.
England organization,
Yeah.
you're
You're
gone.
out.
It
You're
don't
out.
matter how good
have
you
to
are.
follow
Right.
the book.
But my
by
point
a
is,
T.
they probably told him that before they signed him, and
Yeah,
it
but you know
still
what?
didn't help.
Sure.
He
Well,
was
you
on
take the
he was
money.
on dental floss in New England, and
Yeah.
this guy can't even survive fucking platinum ropes, let alone dental floss.
Yeah,
So
but when
you know it's a matter of time.
But when you're assaulting people in your locker room as well, you're on dental floss too.
But if it's that bad, why is he still in the NFL?
Bro,
Because he's an actual good
I'm
player.
just saying, because
Yeah,
maybe
right,
some of
because-
those
but
maybe
bro,
some of those rants are justified. Maybe he's defending himself.
but
you
bro,
know,
what's his name? The guy that beat the girl was in the
elevator?
NFL. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So
Doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
right.
the
It
NFL,
doesn't mean
the
it's
NFL
right, right?
overall accepts a lot of crap out there. They do accept a lot of crap. So, and there's a team. Let's say even the Cowboys. I think he would actually probably fit in with the Cowboys. But again, if it's going to disrupt the locker room, and Ezekiel Elliott is already talking about it, I don't think they should go ahead and move forward with it, because he has the voice, but maybe there's other people that feel the same way, and he's probably speaking up for
The only
about half.
brave enough one to speak out.
Correct, and he has that clout to
That's
speak.
usually me, Diesel. That's usually me, and I take the fall for that shit. I'm not a background guy. I'll say
Yeah.
what I feel,
Yeah,
and I know others feel with me, but they're too
They'll
soft to
hold their
speak
tongue.
up. Yeah, exactly. They're sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's what the Ezekiel Elliott is doing.
Yeah, and I respect him for that at the same time, but you're dealing with the next man's money, just like Danny said.
And you're right about that too. But I mean, at the same time too, if you're a team, and let's be real, the Cowboys are,
I think he would have been a good fit. I think he would have been a good fit.
Yeah,
there,
he probably
if you ask
would
me.
have. He probably would have been a good fit. But if you're a team that's projected or has a chance to get to the Super Bowl,
They always do.
yeah, that's why I did the quotes, right? So, do you want to have a distraction in the locker room that takes you away from that? Maybe he divides the teammates.
But you know what? They're already distracted, Anzo, because they never go. So maybe Earl Thomas is that link.
Yeah, maybe, but you don't want to.
Because he has veteranship behind him. He has Super Bowls behind him. If he gets to the right, because what's really their Achilles?
He can't hurt
on Dallas. Isn't it their defense? Isn't it their backfield?
Yeah, their defense is pretty.
But like their corners and their safeties,
exactly.
They're questionable. They don't really have anybody. What if this guy comes in and just drops two little secrets on these guys and they lock that down? Dallas puts up a lot of fucking points, man.
And I get your point, but let's go back to history when they got T.O. T.O. divided
That's offense.
Huh? No, I know that, but I'm still saying.
Okay, I got you.
T.O. divided that locker room.
Right? I don't think Earl Thomas and T.O. are the same characters.
No, but the chance it could happen. And do you want?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, but
I think Dallas has no choice to take a chance.
Is that his place to do that? Or is that the coach's place? I'm pretty sure.
Well, if he's a team captain, he has a right.
Coaches and the owners probably hear the same stuff he heard. I just don't think
that shit in the locker room.
And his son is going to hire somebody without doing their due diligence and vet this individual and say, okay, what kind of person is Diesel? What kind of person is Roberto?
And it's a small community too, so obviously they heard talk about him. Everybody knows about it. But again, the Dallas is known for taking notoriously known for taking on trouble.
Yes, I agree.
As you said, and that's it. So I don't see. I think this is actually a good knucklehead to take on. I think he could actually help them. So I wouldn't mind if they do take him on.
Because he's a name. He's a name.
Yeah, he's a name, and he's actually pretty good. He's good.
If your performance is greater than your problems, they're going to take you.
That's it.
Okay, well, then, you know what I mean? So let's go back.
Antonio Brown, because he's got a lot of problems.
No, let's go back to the Dream Team. Jordan said they didn't want Isaiah on the team. Isaiah wasn't on the team. Right?
Are we talking football?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying as an example. You know what I mean? Does Jordan have the right to say that? Shouldn't it be the people that put the team together?
And there's other people that felt the same way
Yeah,
Jordan
but
did.
you did,
right?
Because it was clear as day that Isaiah was an asshole.
But
you just said the team captain. So
no, but I'm going with what you're saying, Danny. I know I said that, and I don't have a problem with Jordan saying that. But you're saying that Ezekiel Elliott has no right to say that, but you're okay with Jordan saying it.
Yes, I'm okay with Jordan said because Jordan is a GOAT. Ezekiel Elliott is not a GOAT.
On the Cowboys, he is though.
He ain't no
He's
fucking
the
GOAT.
On the team, he is. On the team, it's him. It's not Dak Prescott. It's him. He's the number one player on that team.
He is the best player on this team. He is not a GOAT. He is not the greatest of all time.
I know. I said on the team right now.
Okay,
on the team right now.
I'm saying at the time when Jordan made that decision, he was already the GOAT.
I know that, but should Jordan have that right to decision? Why? Yeah. Because he's the GOAT?
If you are labeled
special privileges.
If you are labeled the GOAT, you get special privileges. Like Tom Brady, the other quarterbacks ain't gonna get because he's the GOAT.
Okay, I get that because he's the GOAT, but Ezekiel Elliott is the best player on. Hold on, Ezekiel Elliott is the best player on that team. He's the player. He's the player that you don't want to lose. So if he's unhappy and he's the captain, he has every right to say, "I don't want this guy in the locker room because he's going to disturb the locker room."
You know what? I think Dallas would survive without Ezekiel.
I didn't hear what you say, Danny.
Danny, your voice is cut off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I agree 1,000% with what you're saying. All I'm saying is that if you are in GOAT status, that is a little better status than the best player on the team.
I agree.
And at that time, Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA. Ezekiel Elliott is not the face of the NFL.
I agree, but he's the face of the team.
He is the best player on that particular team.
Right, exactly.
But at the end of the day, if I'm writing the checks, I'm going to have the final say so.
Okay, and the people that were doing making the dream team, they were the ones that should have had the final say so regardless, right?
They should have, but their alliance was with Michael Jordan's.
I understand.
Could I jump in this?
Yeah.
I think Dallas could survive without Ezekiel. I don't think the dream team would have did as good without Jordan.
They still would have won without Jordan.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Because international basketball was not what it is then. It was not what it is at the time now. So back then it wasn't that, you know what I mean? It wasn't as good.
You still had Spain. Spain was still a powerhouse.
Yeah, but any team.
They might would have won. They might would have won, but they wouldn't get the draw.
The blowouts that they got, like they beat these teams by like hundreds points, some of them, right?
And they wouldn't have sold out the arenas the same way.
They wouldn't have got the draw.
They wouldn't have had all the same viewers.
Maybe not as much, but they still would have had the views.
Everybody wanted to see the best talents in the world play together.
Yeah, I know, but they still would have had the views. It was Olympics. Olympics views are always high, regardless. You know what I mean?
No, I remember one dream team I didn't watch and they lost. I don't remember who they were. 90s. What was it?
Yeah, that was the team Tim Duncan was.
I didn't watch that one.
That was the team. Yeah, but they didn't.
There was no dream in that team.
Right. The reason why is because none of the stars, other than Tim Duncan, the superstars, wanted to play that year. So Tim Duncan played with fucking guys that, like, you know what I mean, like second tier players. Yeah, he played with scrubs at that year. So again, I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, if he's if he's the star player of the Cowboys, you want to keep him happy. Maybe they will survive without him, but look how hard it is.
There's no maybes about it.
Bro,
that O-line has proved that if you leave this team, you do not have the same status. Every running back that has left Dallas has done nothing. There's not one running back that came remotely close to what they did with that O-line when they left Dallas. Not one.
And you could say the same thing about Le'Veon Bell. He hasn't done the same thing since he left.
He's had 1 year. He's had 1 year. Let's see.
It was okay.
If he does it again next year, then he's part of that group. Pittsburgh's O-line gelled with him, and maybe they had justification in bashing him, because when all those guys turned, it was majority the O-line that turned on Bell.
Yeah, but Bell's O-line was the worst.
Doing him, you ain't shit without us.
The Steelers' O-line was the worst on the worst part of that team that year.
So why isn't he not having success without Pittsburgh?
That's the question.
a big question. That's a big question.
Right. That's a big question. And you're right. It's only been 1 year. So I'm not going to judge him on 1 year.
That's what I just said. It's only
yeah,
1
yeah,
year.
No.
But
I
at the
do agree
same
with that.
time, it could be possible that him and that O-line gelled together. He could read that O-line and take advantage of the keys in that line, and no other running back is skilled enough to do it. But what's his name came in and did just as good, if not better.
Connor.
No, he didn't do better.
He didn't do better, but he did good.
No, just as good.
Yeah, he did good. He kept it afloat, right? But he didn't do as good as Bell, that's for sure. He didn't get as much rushing touchdowns or yards.
Yeah, way different. But he wasn't a flop like everyone expected him to be.
No, he was not a flop. No, he was not a flop. One thing about the Steelers is they have a good eye for drafting running backs. They have a good eye for drafting running backs, at least for their system.
I hate saying that because there are not many of them in the NFL, but they need to look at getting a new coach. I think Tomlin has outlived his usefulness.
I'm not ready to say that yet. I'm not ready to say that yet. You know what I mean? Because other than the last couple of years, we've always been in the runnings for the playoffs. You know, he's ne's had a losing season.
Isn't that the point? The last couple of years you haven't been.
Yeah. But I mean,
point, he's running on steam, man.
Yeah, but the defense has always been suspect. I think that's what Tomlin's biggest issue is. He works more on the offense than the defense. So they need to work on their.
But he's known for his defense. He's always proclaimed to be a defensive guru.
He was.
Yeah, his defenses are not even top 10.
He was. You're absolutely right. He was. But the fact that he's the head coach now, I think he was focusing more on the offense than the defense, and that was his mistake. There wasn't a balance, you know.
So you're predicating it on the end of this year. So at the end of the season, then you're going to see what he does.
Because he's never had a losing season.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a lot. That means a lot. You know what I mean? Plus, the Steelers are the type of organization that in the history, they've only had 3 coaches.
I'm going to say this. I agree with them 3 coaches, but to have an offense like he had a top 10 quarterback, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Juju,
that's a fair
and James, what's his name? Jesse James.
Mm-hmm.
He had a decent receiving core, top 5 receiving core. They should have been in the playoffs constantly, deep in the playoffs.
I understand what you're saying, but the Steelers had
two things that hurt them. Tomlin coaching, in my opinion, and quarterback throwing too many interceptions.
Okay, but that's not it, though. It's the defense that hurt them because they could score with anybody, but they couldn't stop anybody.
You can't
yes,
score.
They did. You
can't score anybody.
Yes, they did. They've scored with everybody. A lot of the games they lost in the last 2 seasons were like maybe a field goal or a touchdown. They were scoring with people. Their defense wasn't stopping them. That's what I'm telling you. You can't win without defense, no matter how good your team is.
You can't win when you're the top 5 quarterbacks with interceptions either.
Yeah, well, those are some things. But, I mean, if you have a defense can actually help a quarterback that has those many mistakes in a game. And it's only been 1 game that he had that. So you have to have a defense. Baltimore won a championship on defense. So you have to have a defense. Like, you guys can say whatever you want about the offense, but
the defense definitely has to shine in order to win.
Yes, that's exactly right. And Pittsburgh was scoring with the best in them. They were. It's just they weren't stopping anybody.
But you know what, Anzo, I could say the same thing about the Redskins. If you look at the season last year, they lost by average of 7 points.
Yeah.
It means their defense is suspect because they're scoring an average of 28 points a game, and your record is reflective of that.
I can agree with that.
Defensive coach needs to be fired.
I can agree with that 100%. If you can't stop anybody, there is no way you're going to win.
That's how Kansas City beat people. They outscore them.
But they had a defense too.
The defense just kept them there long enough.
They don't have
their defense is not good.
Their defense is not good, right? But when they won the Super Bowl, how much were they down before they came back and won that game?
That was all on Mahomes.
Right, but their defense had to stop them from scoring. The defense had to stop the other team from scoring.
Know what? When the momentum shifts like that,
also on
it affects the whole team, both defense and offense.
So their defense was good enough to get enough stops for Mahomes to take over that game.
They stopped one series, Anzo. They didn't stop the whole game because the score was like 33-3.
And so they had to have stopped.
They stopped one good thing. No, they didn't stop because the quarterback was not making completions.
Okay, what was the final score of that game?
When they went 3 and out, Mahomes wasn't going 3 and out. He was going touchdown and out.
So who was going 3 and out after that?
Yeah, but he's
saying
because
Garoppolo
really
couldn't hit the side of a barn.
Correct. That's what he's saying. The quarterback is choking as opposed to the defense stepping up and stopping him.
Because even Quentin admitted
like it came out with interceptions and shit
Quentin
like that.
did admit that, but the
49ers lost because of Garoppolo, not because
the defense was pressuring
Kansas City's defense was solid.
Yeah, but they were pressuring him. It's not like they weren't pressuring the guy.
You know what, Anzo? You're making a valid point. The second half, Kansas City's defense did turn it up.
Down.
But no, turned it up because their defense is suspect. They're really all season, their defense was suspect.
I get that.
And that was in the limelight of everything. So if you don't come up then, when are you going to come up?
I even thought Baltimore had a better defense.
Throughout the season, they had their defense was not that great. Yes, they showed up in that last game of the Super Bowl to be good enough and to show up, but it's not like they got there on their defense. They got there outscoring people.
I know that. But what I'm trying to explain to you is their defense had to have stopped them from playing. If you're talking about it, it's more than one time. It was 33-3.
We're relating this back to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh hadn't even got to that position.
No, but
they're not even in that position to do that. So if they're not even in that position.
What do you mean? What I'm trying to explain is it was 33-3. You cannot tell me that every single series. You can't say it was just one where the defense stopped them. You can't say that. It was 33-3.
They did watch NFL. The quarterback did not make completions. The running back did not make
he didn't make the completions. Why? Because the defense was just standing around doing nothing. The defense had something to do with that. The defense had something to do with that. The same thing happened. The same thing happened with Atlanta and New England. They were wiping them out, and then the defense had made some stops. You don't have to make stops the whole game.
Even New England don't have great defense. Defense showed up when they need to show up.
That is my point.
It's not a consistency throughout the season.
But
your team has
my team didn't even have that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that's why they were losing games. That's my point. That's why they were losing games, because their defense was not stopping anybody. This is my point.
Offense has to be exceptional. If your defense is suspect.
They should outscore people with that lineup that they have.
Not if you can't. Not if you can't stop anybody.
We just named two teams that use only offense to outscore and outplay their
defense was a lot better than the Steelers' defense.
You're talking about one time in history. We're talking about that season for them to get there. Their defense still wasn't good.
Yeah, but the Steelers' defense
everybody else.
But the Steelers' defense wasn't good for years. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Steelers' defense wasn't good for years. They haven't been able to stop anybody since Polamalu left.
And what I'm trying to tell you is that their offense was good enough that it should be outscoring teams, just like how the Kansas City did and New England does.
Kansas City's defense was better than the Steelers' defense. But they had enough to stop players or teams during the whole season.
Their defense wasn't good enough for anybody to give them favoritism in the playoffs to win the Super Bowl. That was their Achilles heel, Kansas City.
Correct.
That's why they weren't favored, because their defense was very suspect.
So, but they know that they can go in there and outscore them. So
but
in the playoffs,
they shined that second half.
Exactly.
They shined in the second half.
That moment that
they overachieved
at
the right time.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You guys are
No, I'm not. Anso, I agreed with you, so I'm not part of that. You
no,
guys.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. You're talking about my point. Yes, their defense was better. Their defense has enough to make those stops when it mattered. The Steelers did not.
In the second half, yes, I have to agree.
And in certain games too, the Steelers did not have enough to get that one or two stop to win the game. This is my point.
Throughout the entire season. So what happened to their offense throughout the entire season?
Their offense kept it up with every team they played. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Their offense kept it. The Steelers' losses were 7 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point.
Research.
There were a few blowouts.
In 2018, was ranked number 6 in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Danny's already on it.
Their defense?
What did you say?
Ranked 6 in the league. Now I'm gonna see what Kansas City was in 2018.
Who did he just list off? I didn't hear.
And what year did you say?
2018.
Okay.
18-19?
2018.
But the Steelers had Bell in 2018?
I think that's the season he said.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears had
defense
the
was ranked
best
6th.
defense. Chicago Bears had the best defense in 2018.
Yeah,
all right. Number 2 was Baltimore. Number 3 was Tennessee. Number 4 was Houston. Number 5 is Jacksonville. 6 is Dallas. 7 is New England. 9 is the Chargers. No, 8 is the Chargers. 9 is Minnesota. 10 is the Colts. 11 is Seattle. 12 is Philadelphia.
What year is that?
I'm looking it up now. It said 2018 right here. What I'm looking at.
Okay, but I don't think the Steelers had Bell in 2018. I think that's the year he sat out because he was gone in 2019.
All right, let me check 2017. Bell was there in 2017, you saying?
I believe so. Hold on. I'll tell you. I'm trying to look at the year.
Okay, I'm looking at the top 10 now. Minnesota, Jacksonville, Chargers, Philadelphia, Patriots, Baltimore, Pittsburgh Steelers number 7, Atlanta number 8, Chicago number 9, New Orleans number 10. Kansas City was 15.
Yeah, but it was in 2017. They didn't win. Yeah, I know, but you were looking at the Steelers defense. You got to look at the Kansas City defense when they won. What?
I just told you, and back then they were 15.
When they won, but when they won, what was their defense the year they won?
Last year, 2019. Let me see.
1920. Yeah.
They were number 7. Pittsburgh was number 6.
Last year? Yeah, but Pittsburgh didn't have nobody last year.
They were still number 6.
Whatever, man. Yo, let's continue.
Okay, yeah, but they couldn't score. They had no Ben.
But they were one number out of top 5 defense, Alonzo. That's all we're saying. They wasn't as crappy as you said they are.
Correct.
That's what we're saying.
Correct.
Well, I mean, I guess.
All right, next topic.
But hold on. Let's go see what their offense was in 2017, though, because was Ben playing that year?
I don't think so. That's the guy who got hit off the head with the helmet.
Right. So you know what I mean? Like you're talking about their defense, but you still got to come put their offense in there too. If Ben's not playing,
didn't Pittsburgh have a chance like up until week 14 or week 13? Pittsburgh still was in it.
Yeah, they were like 8 and something, but the divisions were weak that year. No, the divisions were weak. It was like an 8-8 team that got the wild card.
We're gonna go to topic 8 because everything that we say, you're gonna find some way that we
Correct.
wrong. So you're gonna be like,
It's not about being
You'll
wrong.
be here all day, fuck.
It's not about being wrong, but you got to understand, man.
Well, I'm answering the question
You understand that the facts are facts, man. Let's move on.
All right, topic 8. Jerry Jones wants players to compromise with players. He says he wants players to kneel before the anthem, then stand for it. Do you think this is a good idea?
I don't even understand that question.
I'm gonna read again. Jerry Jones wants players to
compromise
with
with
players. He says he wants players to kneel before the anthem, then stand for it, I guess, while it's playing. You think this is a good idea?
Okay.
That sounds like an agreement that him and Donald T made. So they don't lose face. And then Donald Trump could maybe go on Twitter and take credit for saying, I started with the Dallas Cowboys. I got them to stand during the anthem. I'm going to get the rest of the NFL to follow suit by November.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a compromise because it's are the cameras even on them prior to the anthem? You know what
I mean?
It's irrelevant.
So you're taking away the power of the cause.
Exactly.
So he's wrong. He's wrong.
Again, they're thinking they're kneeling in against the anthem and against what America stands for. No, it's to make a point, and that's the most impactful way to make the point, for them to kneel during the anthem. It's not against the anthem. It's not against the military. It's not against anything like that.
And it's not in the rules that it's even going to be televised. If they wanted to, they could not even televise it.
Right. They could just scroll up to the crowds during that time. They don't need to show them kneeling. It's whack. It's not a compromise. It's them trying to pretend that they're bending the knee. Let's say. No pun
I'm sorry.
intended.
That's a good old boy comment. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I can't say that he's trying to be partial in this. It's blunt. Listen, I don't give a shit about your cause. You're not going to kneel during the flag because I pay the bills in this house. That's Jerry Jones.
Yep, pretty much. Any comments, Hanzo?
I know, I'm just looking at some shit.
He's still looking up for trying to prove his point, which is a mute situation.
I am.
Topic 9.
Come back next week.
No, I got it.
Need to have a bounce back year for the Cowboys. Hell yeah, because it looked like when he put that his money, like he said, "Fuck y'all, I'm not running anymore." Right. I didn't see this right here, or none of this. Okay, you better bounce back, because how do you go from number 1 rusher to what? Was he like number 5 or 6 this year, and get that big ass contract? No.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, Danny.
If I'm paying all them bucks,
in his defense, I think he took a hell of a lot less carries last year than the year before.
By design, you mean?
Yes, because they're trying to get Dak to be this super quarterback, and he's throwing on first down, and he's throwing on second down. Even when Ezekiel, there was one game, he had almost 100 yards at halftime. Yeah. He only touched the ball maybe 6 more times after.
Right. And it's what they say.
What sense would that make? Why would you buy $80 million racing car?
But that's Dallas, Daddy. That's Dallas.
No, the reason is because they were down in every game and they had to pass it. That's what Steven.
No. But I saw games where Ezekiel did not get the ball and Dallas was still up.
Yeah.
They're depending too much on Dak, and that's why he's throwing those interceptions.
They were trying to pump up Dak at that point as well. That's for sure. Yes.
That'll make no sense.
This is what I took from it, because I see Jerry just too involved in this team. And that guy who was a coach, his mouth never moved for 4 seasons. So what fucking plays is he passing to the offense if his mouth never moves?
To me, that would be like going out and buy this $100 million thoroughbred and never run him in the Kentucky Derby. Just let him stay in the damn barn.
If you're rich enough, you can do it.
Did you not see what happened to Seattle in the Super Bowl? Anything's possible, brother. Anything's possible.
Why pay him all that money?
First and goal on the 1 yard line, and you don't give it to
Beast mode.
Lynch, you don't give it to beast mode. You throw the ball on the 1 yard line. Who does that?
That's hilarious.
That was ego.
Yeah, but that's coach's malfunction.
That was Pete
Coach.
Carroll having an issue with Marshawn Lynch. That what that was.
I think
that was
he
ego.
tried. He tried to put the spotlight on Russell. That's what I think. He
did
wanted
not-
Russell to be the glory guy at the end of that Super
did
Bowl
not
when he throws that
want
winning
Marshawn
He
touchdown.
wanted to get the MVP.
You not want Marshawn Lynch to get the MVP. That was
Yeah, because he's too raw.
Yeah, he wanted to go to quarterback.
He probably grabbed his crotch while he's holding his trophy up on the stand. Yeah, that's Lynch, man. You don't know what you're getting.
Sure. Yeah, he didn't want him to represent them,
But
basically.
if I get the ring, I don't give a damn about that. Okay, that's him. I got the championship. I'm down in history. Now he's gonna be down in history as one of the dumbest, boneheaded coaches that had
100%.
The point of having your cake and eating wanted to eat it too, you know?
Nobody, even Tom Brady was like, he threw that?
Yeah, everybody
You saw it. Yeah, as day. So for Dallas to make some blunder, I'm cheering it on. I'm cheering it on because I saw the same mistakes when Tony Romo was the quarterback. They have a chance to run the ball, but they try some flea flicker play and they fuck up and lose a game that they had from the get-go.
in the bag, yeah.
Dallas just blows my mind,
that was
man.
definitely the frustration I had with
I'm sorry, I got to come back with this, but in
course you do.
2017, when the Steelers lost, they went to the conference finals and they lost to the Patriots. And the Patriots had a number 5th ranked defense that year.
Against
What did
number
Pittsburgh
6.
have?
Hmm?
Against
What was
number
Pittsburgh's
6.
defense?
Pittsburgh was 7.
That's still a good matchup.
It's still a good matchup, but again, it's the Patriots. You know what I mean? So it's not like
But they
it's
still
any...
had defense, so
I
you're saying
know
that
they still
didn't
have
have any
defense.
defense. So what do you?
I know
what's
they
your
still
point
have
now, then?
defense because it's Belichick. How many teams have really
Yo,
beat
stop
Belichick
this,
in the
man. Why are you going to
playoffs?
go back to this and you're not even making any
I don't
good
give
points,
a
man?
damn. How many people have
You're
beat
not even
Belichick?
making a good
How
point.
many people have beat Belichick in the playoffs?
So now your argument is the fact that it's Belichick.
As
Yo,
argument
stay on
that
one
this,
fucking platform, bro.
but the Patriots had the number 1 offense in that year too. They're the number 1 offense and the number 5th defense.
Oh God.
It's not like they lost to anybody else. They lost to the best offensive team in the
Nobody's
league.
saying that they didn't have to lose. But your point is that they didn't have the defense. Now that their defense is ranked number 7, now their defense is ranked number 7.
Yes, and
It's based on the offense of the other
Wait, I
team.
hear some bias in the background there.
No. Hold on. We already talked about the defense that year, right? Danny said it was 7. I'm just trying to show you who they lost to. That's all I'm saying. They lost to a better team, plain
Also,
and simple.
we're not doubting that. Your argument earlier was that their defense was crappy and suspect.
Right, but we're
Okay.
talking about 1 year. Hold on. We're talking about 1 year. If you want to go back to 3 or 4 years or every year from that, but you were talking about this 1 year. This is why I'm bringing up that 1 year, because their defense wasn't shit that 1 year, but what were they ranked before that? What were they ranked after that? You understand? But you guys are bringing up this 1 year, so I'm bringing it up just to let you know that they lost to the best team in the league. That's what I'm saying.
1 year. We brought the years that you said. We went back and looked. In 2019, they were 1 behind Kansas City. You said it was crappy.
Yes,
Bruh,
because you guys can't just use one factor to say that's the reason why they're not doing it. That's my point. You guys are
Real
using
talk.
one factor.
You are right. We are wrong. Let's go to the next subject.
No problem.
Does Ezekiel Elliott need to have the bounce back year? Oh, we already did that one.
Yeah. This is
The Bears disavowing Brian Urlacher following his criticisms of NBA protests. Were the Bears right?
Yes. When you choose to share your opinion, you get the rewards or you get the reaps, and you have to take what you get. He got the reaps. You should have just shut your mouth, kept your opinion to yourself, and you would have been good in your own world. That's my opinion.
You
Do
better
I
be
get a
careful.
hell yeah?
Hell yeah, you do, because you better watch what you say. about certain situations and certain things that's going on in the society now, especially if you ain't on the right side of whatever particular color line there is. You was
Hey,
on
if
the
it
right
brings in more
side.
viewers, Danny, we're always good up for a good battle.
Now he's keeping himself
I just speak my piece. You know what? I was born in an era when you could speak what you want. Everybody had a right to speak their mind. As long as I don't insult nobody, I didn't go out and single Brian Urlacher and say, I can't wait for this guy to say something stupid. I'm going to be all over him. He chose to come out and say something and give us a reason to say something back.
You're
That's
right.
all.
Yeah, he's a fool.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot. If you got something to say against the majority, don't say it. Wait till you're the majority and then say your shit.
Yep.
Especially if you're a celebrity, because you're gonna drop like a falling star.
You better say to somebody that you trust will keep it private.
Don't trust nobody. Take that shit to your grave. Because I'm taking some shit with me. I'd love to share to see how many people agree, but I'm taking it with me. I don't give a. Maybe I'll share it with somebody in the gates.
It'll come out sooner or later.
Yeah, maybe in the gates when nothing could happen.
Right at heaven gate, huh?
Yeah, I'm in, G. You want to know something? You already know.
What you think, Diesel?
You know what? I really don't have much of an opinion on that. I didn't really follow that subject, unfortunately.
All right,
I was just listening to you guys.
No, I said he's a clown. That's stupid.
I know Anzo's with me 100. 100. He's grounded.
I was going to call him the clown.
What's that?
So you call him a clown.
Yeah, he's a clown. He's an idiot. You don't know what he said? Hold on, I'll find it. Hold on, I'll find what he said.
It wasn't very good because he got enough whiplash from it. That's all I could say.
Yeah, he said something about the protests. Hold on.
Just like Trump calling peaceful protesters thugs.
Damn.
Here it is.
He knows there's thugs because he sent them. Yeah. Danny, was that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the quote. I know on the video. Oh, here.
I'm looking for the quote myself too, but is it on YouTube, you think?
Yeah, no, I got it.
I think you found it.
Is it an audio or it's written?
You could read it. Can you see that?
I don't see anything yet. It's showing up now.
So Brett Favre played the Monday Night Football game the day his dad died, threw 4 touchdowns in the first half, and was a legend for playing in the face of adversary. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant was shot by police.
No wonder you call this guy a clown. Holy shit.
We could call him a hell of a lot more than a clown.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We could put an outfit on him right now and he fits in.
Holy, but look at his face. Anyways,
I respected him as a football player, but it's obvious we don't get their mental opinion when we're watching them play football.
Correct.
Wow.
How are you going to come out and say something like that?
It's not even comparable.
Not expecting any. Wow.
You know what I'm saying, Diesel? So I think it's being very gentle.
Yeah.
Very gentle, because that's where you're getting some deep opinions when you talk like that.
That is some deep shit right there.
I don't even think that's the first thing he's ever said.
No.
Really? Along those lines.
Yeah, I don't think that's the first thing.
It's just there's a lot more whistleblowers now than there's ever been before.
Mm-hmm. But he posted.
Did he say that in an interview? Or?
No, he posted on Twitter.
Stop this.
Yeah, he posted on
Blatant
Twitter.
like that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, yeah. I saw that shit that you circled on Facebook, Anzo. I am not surprised anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think, I'm going to say it again. I think I'm going to ban Facebook again. Because it instills too much hate and anger when you realize it's going. It is up to me, but you know what?
It's a very
the issue is at large right now is racism.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're seeing people making comments that just blow your mind, and other people are liking it,
Well, that's
even
my
if it's
point.
not, even if it's not honest, Diesel, even if it's not honest, it's enough to manipulate your mind. And I'm tired of my mind being manipulated like that. You think I watched that video of that guy getting shot? You think I didn't even watch it? What do I need to watch it for?
Right.
To build up anger, to make hatred, to make me realize that this is not going to happen? I told my friend, my Jewish friend, there will be peace in the Middle East before racism's abolished. Did you hear what Trump was glorifying like maybe 2 weeks ago? That there's peace in the Middle East?
Oh, that's what he said? No,
I told him, don't hold your breath for the other one, because it ain't happening anytime soon, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's blatant out there, and again, that's why I'm thinking. I was saying that there's a lot more Trump supporters than anybody really knows. And a lot of people are out there blatantly saying it, and just reposting things and making you think that okay, it's something like that. But yeah, they're out there, man. They're definitely out there. And
I posted something.
They're the masses, actually.
You know what? And the fucked up thing about it for me is it's like after all this shit, then you want to degrade the character of the person, like saying that's your excuse for what happened to them. You know what I mean? Oh, he was a rapist. Oh, he was a murderer.
Oh, he's pulling a knife, or he's this, or he's that. So they pull up all the guy's backstory to justify what happened in that instance. He wasn't raping somebody when he went and shot that person. He wasn't killing somebody when he went to shoot him. So that has nothing to do with the backstory. The guy's trying to go back to his car and he shoot the guy, man.
But now the 17-year-old gets caught for shooting people, and he was defending people's stores.
But listen, the man got pulled in the next day.
Wasn't
even the same day.
No, he gave himself. He gave himself up.
Right. They didn't
ask you a question, Danny. Is the legal age not 18 to carry an arm like that?
You have to ask Danny about that.
That's what I did.
Oh, sorry.
It's different laws in different states.
Okay. But it doesn't always apply to being 18 years of age? You mean they could be 16 and carry a gun?
Like if you're hunting.
Where's that? Please tell me. Because I ain't going there.
No, it's a difference between a pistol and a long rifle. If a long rifle for hunting, you go through. No. If it's a long rifle, semi-automatic, not a fully automatic, no one is you gotta have special permits for fully automatic. But a regular semi-automatic long gun that shoots one bullet at a time, if you go through the correct safety training with that DNR, the Department of Natural Resources, there's a class that young shooters must take. If they successfully complete that, then they can carry it for hunting purposes only.
He was hunting some black people. Well, he actually killed 2 white people, but a lot of people don't even realize that too. So they're cheering him on.
It's irrelevant what color they are. It's irrelevant. The guy got arrested the next day.
Well, a lot of people don't know too is that there are people out there that try to test the Second Amendment, right? Second Amendment, and that's the right to bear arms. If they got a long rifle on their back and it's not fully automatic, they can walk back and forth down the street. There's no in our state. They can be in libraries. They can be in front of the police department. As long as they're not doing anything with it, we can't stop them and arrest them. We can. Now, if we got a good understanding,
can you stop him and ask him for his license to carry an ID and license and all that stuff?
What if that was a brother?
That's exactly where I was going with this.
That's anybody.
And plus, can you actually tell from a distance that it was not a automatic and it was only just a semi-automatic? You have to verify that too.
You have to know your guns and stuff. If you don't know your guns, you don't know if they're modified or not. If you're not certain and you accuse an individual of having a fully automatic weapon, he doesn't, you're opening yourself up in that department for a lawsuit. And we got people out there that does.
But yet you can kill somebody and there's no fucking lawsuit. I don't understand. But that's a whole nother ballgame.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. There are people there, they call themselves sovereign citizens. They don't adhere or listen to the rules of the land of the law, and they tell you that. And as officers, we have to be very anybody that tease these particular group of people off. You have to be careful because the normal rules of civilization and the law of the land don't apply to them. They don't care. So if we stop somebody as a sovereign citizen, we have to take extra steps because these people don't care.
Damn.
I posted something on Facebook, Danny. I don't really share very often, but this one I had to share. It was a white guy in Georgia who put on a Black Lives Matters hat, and he shared his experience. And I swear to you, this guy could not have gotten a worse experience if he had painted himself black.
From
this guy,
from white people, right?
Yeah, and one day, this guy was afraid for his life on maybe 8 different occasions.
Because
he had
he
a
wear
guy
that hat.
he had a guy walk up to him and follow him for 3 blocks, because I can almost remember it like I read it just now. In military fatigue, followed him for 3 blocks. This guy's a beer. He delivers beer. And on all of his deliveries, somebody came up to him or looked at him, or he felt his life being threatened. And he, at the end, said, "Oh my God, I had no idea this is what black people go through." And there's a fucking lot of people in the closets, man, because they're not coming out and saying anything. They're making them feel it. That is scary.
And can we just say, like, literally, because it's so easy to get guns in America, that's one of the biggest issues. You know what I mean? Anybody can just walk around with a fucking gun. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's not like that here.
I mean, it's not anybody can't get a gun. And okay, let me change this. The average citizen that does the right thing, there is a process if you're trying to get a handgun. You got to wait 21 days. It's called a Brady law. You got to wait a certain amount of days before you can get they got to run your criminal history, do all that kind of stuff. If that's someone legal, but if there's someone illegal, then of course they're gonna find somebody on the street that's gonna sell an illegal gun or this, that, and the other. That's anywhere in the United States. That's anywhere in the world. If you want to get a legal gun, you're gonna get an illegal gun. I've seen documentaries where this guy in South America in the jungle makes fucking guns that ends up over here in America or whatever country that there's violence at. I'm just gonna say this: if you are privileged, you are rich, you set your ways, and then you are given the keys to the kingdom like our current president is, you're not going to change your ways. You're not going to change your ways. And now some of the things that he say, and this is just my opinion, nobody else's, Danny. This is Comment Chat's opinion, that he is enabling people that were undercover or that were scared to voice it openly. He's giving them a green light now to say, fuck it. Because on TV, he says whatever he wants to say. He tweets whatever he wants to tweet. He calls women whatever he want to call them. He's so borderline racist on some of the stuff he says that now the people that feel the way he do are like, oh, fuck. President of the United States saying it, so I can say it. So I'm not surprised one bit because I always knew it was there. I live in the South. One thing that the current president has done, in my opinion, he has showed me who my friends are who my fake friends are.
Yeah,
sure.
So
it's just a matter of time before you find out.
When I go by the house and I see Trump 2020 flying in the yard, I know.
For real.
As clear as day.
For real. For real.
So
yeah, man, it's fucked up, but we can move on.
What question we on now?
Oh, before we change this one real quick, Roberto, did you watch those videos I sent you?
Tonight.
No. Okay.
Is it going to enrage me, man?
You'll see.
I have a feeling.
You're talking about how Tim Duncan is the best? I never watched
No, I would watch that before I really want to watch these ones, but I have to educate myself.
Tim Duncan is the best, so.
Oh, God.
Don't got nothing, Danny. You know it's true.
We didn't get to see him get Phantom Zone. But
Say it, Danny.
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
I heard it.
We didn't get
Oh.
to see him, but we saw.
Shit, I didn't even know I was Phantom Zone.
There you go.
There you go.
There you
Now we
go.
saw it.
That makes me feel a little bit more better.
Yes.
See it happen.
Thought I was hearing things.
Lamar Jackson is 4th on NFL primetime players list. Do you think this is correct? 4th player or 4th quarterback?
Actual player.
Who's
Player.
3 ahead of him? I know Mahomes.
I think Russell
Russell
I
Wilson.
didn't see the whole list, but yeah.
I think, Russell Wilson. I don't remember who the third was.
NFL primetime. NFL prime
Time ranking.
ranking. I got to see who they say.
Primetime players list. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's his first take. Don't want that one. It's NBA.
Ooh. Okay.
You found it? Because I couldn't find it.
Okay, the third, I don't see who the first and second is, but it said the third one is Aaron Donald.
I see 5th is McCaffrey.
Yeah. I don't see who 1 and 2 is.
Neither do
I
I.
think it's Mahomes and Wilson. And maybe Deshaun Watson is out there too.
I might put McCaffrey over Johnson, though.
Why the hell
No?
why they ain't put the damn
1 and 2, eh? I know, stupid.
Okay, they got number 6 is the cornerback, Stephon Gilmore.
Yep.
Number 7 is Julio Jones. Number 8 is Michael Thomas.
Who got him?
Number 9. Huh?
I was saying who got him in our fantasy.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know. Number 9 is Aaron Rodgers, and number 10 is Khalil Mack. It got to be Russell and Mahomes 1 and 2.
It is. I recall seeing it today, and I was kind of shocked that I saw Jackson was number 4.
Yeah.
I think I'd put McCaffrey over Jackson.
What?
You know. Yeah, man, he was a beast last year, bro.
Yeah, man, but doggone shit. I wish I had Jackson as my quarterback.
No, I get it, but I just think McCaffrey had a more.
They said this guy can only improve, and that's going to be
McCaffrey?
scary. No, Jackson.
Oh, Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
I could see it. Where you think he would improve? In his running game?
In his throwing game. Because
Distance?
his throws a little.
Distance-wise?
I don't know. There's something a little unorthodox about the way he releases the ball. I don't know if it's just me.
So in his accuracy, then you're saying?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because they say I seen him throw a lot of deep balls.
Yeah. So that's what I was
On
asking
point.
you.
So
Where
I
you
don't
think-
know. That's what they're saying.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why he's not getting higher ranks.
Higher? But he's already, that's pretty high anyways. To
Well,
be
you
ranked
know,
there, that's
they
pretty high.
like to put him and Mahomes 1 and 2, right? So
I think you're always going to get.
Wilson is fine as too.
I think a quarterback that throws at the pocket is always going to be.
Mahomes is
Higher
more a
ranked than
pocket
someone that
quarterback
run.
than Jackson. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One thing I hate about quarterbacks like Jackson is that the first year they're dynamite, but then when all the
gotta see the
doggone
next.
defensive end,
Mm-hmm.
read the deep, watch the tapes, and learn their
Correct.
moves, their tendencies,
Mm-hmm.
When the
and make those
defense
adjustments.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he picked up any additional weapons to distract.
That's why I thought his running game would have improved. That's why I thought they were going to go.
I don't think his running back is all that either. He just talks a great game.
Who?
What's his name? Who always gives these crazy intros for Jackson every time he has a good game. He used to play for the Saints. Gotta find them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that I don't know. I think that I gotta see him play the second year, see whether or not they made them adjustments. Because Cam Newton used to run over people till they made them damn adjustments, and now they try to
Mark
kill him that next
Ingram.
season.
Mark Ingram. I think he's average at best.
Holy shit! Did
Who do you think is average?
Mark Ingram.
Who is that? I don't know about that, bro.
I think he's average running back.
Hold on. You got me curious. Did you see Q's team? Niners?
No.
Patrick Mahomes, D. Hopkins, D. Metcalf, Jay Jurdy, I don't know who that is, Gordon the Third, Singletary, Janikowski, Aaron Rodgers, Le'Veon Bell.
What?
Damn.
That's a sweet lineup, man. He picked that team himself?
I don't know if he was there in the draft.
They were drafting. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, just so you know,
Sweet lineup.
Jose got Thomas.
Oh, your brother got him?
He got Thomas and Adams.
Who got Khalil Mack?
I think the defensive players are just out there.
Fuck. I wish I had him.
Thanks, Danny. Let me go look for him.
Could scoop him up right now for free.
You know what I mean? Because those are extra points.
Yep. Every point matters sometimes. Man.
Hey, where's my search? What was the question, Danny?
Everybody went back to their fantasy. I'm like, wait a minute.
Who is
Stole
Bubba
him
Joe?
for a bit. Stole him for a bit.
Finish this show.
Who's Bubba Joe?
Niners has him.
No way.
Yep. Niners has him. I beat you guys out to it. I was like, let me go check this out. Boom. Niners has him.
Whoever Niners is, they're sweet.
I got some bum I ain't never heard of.
He talks all kinds of shit too. He's always in the basement. Now we're gonna hear it.
Shit. Everything got quiet. Everybody went to their fantasy team to see if they could get him, man. Oh, but I have a player that I'm sure no one
Who was
has.
first and goal talking this bull crap?
What'd he say?
Oh my God. He even owns Nick Bosa?
I want to hear that.
Did you hear what I just said? Quentin has Bosa too, man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, that's trouble, boy.
I know.
That is.
You guys
trouble.
look like you're already forfeiting your season.
Well, you know what, Diesel? I make a lot of trades, man. If you look at the end of the season, I always make the most trades. So this
people actually trade.
I'm sure in my trades, I make the finals. You pick up and drop players, you know.
Yeah, off of the free agency you're talking about.
Yeah,
not with other players because other players are stingy, man.
Let's get this last question in. You got is Tom Brady going to have a better season with Bucks than Cam with Patriots? Hell yeah, he is. About 4 or 5 of Cam's tools aren't coming.
And isn't he starting off on the bench first, anyways? He's not a starting quarterback. He's going to come on the bench first.
That's
Tom's
what I
gonna
heard.
start off. Then he's gonna be in a warmer climate, so that should help him too. Playing that cold ass climate. I don't care what you say. That
Cam Newton's not even starting.
Supposedly they said it was Cam's team last week.
Well, his team, but okay. But either way, regardless of what it goes, Tom Brady is going to have a better season. He has better weapons. He's a better quarterback.
I agree.
And Cam, I don't know. I think all that Superman stuff went to his head, and he just hasn't been the same player ever since, man. Ever since that dabbing season. Man started off the dab and then kind of withered away. I wish him the best, though. To be honest with you, I really wanted to see him come back and do well. He looks in shape. He looks actually really good. Looks like he's doing his stuff. I just don't think he has all the weapons. He has some weapons, but that defense that's protecting him, I don't know.
I agree 100%.
And he can't move that. I don't. Well, from what I saw last time, I don't think he could still move out of the pocket as easy. So
Who's that, Brady?
No, Cam.
Okay. Because I was just going to ask you, Diesel, if you had a chance to start Dak or Brady, who would you start?
Brady.
Thank you.
No, Brady's my boy. I'm not
over Dak.
Yeah,
of course.
but Dak's playing the Raiders and Brady's playing New Orleans. So New Orleans. So those things make a difference, right?
Yeah.
The Raiders, to me, are hella shit.
Hey, Danny.
Yes.
Stop worrying about your team, bro. We're on the show right now.
Oh, quiet over there.
Yeah, I know.
And then you leave up the topic and everything.
Because he don't want us to see you digging in his phone.
Man, I went to make some quick trades, man.
That's what you talking about, man.
Pick up that defensive player he mentioned. He's good.
Well, did you guys see the defense? Did you guys see the defensive player I just picked up?
Oh, no. You guys are assholes, man. You guys are literally making moves while you're talking. You're like, oh, shit, I could pick him up. Nice. Danny's into it, man. You guys left nothing for Danny. He's frustrated back there.
Danny already had a good team, man. I ain't worried about that.
Is he frozen? I think he might be frozen.
No, he's not frozen. He's on.
No, he's not. Not damn. This guy's still as hell. He's just focused. Exactly. I knew he was frustrated, though. I didn't do that much.
I think I'm going to let you go, Mr. Williams.
Oh, who are you taking?
Well, I already picked up the other Bosa brother.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
They're good for points, man.
Yeah, I took up Watt.
Which, Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
The other one's broken up.
I know. But I'm watching him just in case.
So, Danny, what's the next question, Danny?
He don't even know.
That's the question. Is Tom Brady going to have a better? That was the last one.
Yeah, you see, you're trying to win this. Your first year in, you're trying to win it already. Week 1.
And you didn't even answer the question, Danny.
Yes, I did. I read it and answered it. Me and Diesel read it and answered it. I said, "Hell no, he ain't gonna have a good season."
Oh, no. That's all you had to say about it.
That's all you had time for.
Who's on your radar right now, Danny? Who are you looking for?
Guy's looking for scoop up somebody, man, because he's focused.
I don't got him.
You picked up?
I just got him.
Oh, God damn it. I don't see anything there.
You know the whole thing is, Diesel?
Mm-hmm.
By week 2, most of those players, I can't say most, a few of those players that were high draft picks, they have shit games. They get dropped so fast.
Get released. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Well, wait. Sorry to cut you off, but is this season shortened?
I don't think so.
No, they're still going to 16.
Yeah, just
they're even talking about some teams are letting fans in.
Just no preseason.
No preseason, nothing. Yeah, right in.
Oh, okay.
And some of the teams are allowing up to 15,000 fans.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I think taking that chance is going to disrupt the full season going through.
I think they should. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
And the teams that banned all their fans are freaking out, and they have a valid point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then you're
revenue.
Doing that. Yeah, exactly. You're doing that, and other teams are not, and then you guys mix together, and then you're fucked anyways.
Yeah, because Jerry Jones already said that he's going to have fans.
If Danny already has his guy, why are we still on the question?
Because Danny's still looking for other guys.
Danny's looking for something, man. Let
me get some knowledge from Mr. Diesel again. Do you know this tight end from Miami? Geiski? Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Me either, man. He's only good for 6 points. I wonder if I should let him go.
What are your options, though?
Yeah,
but he's 81% picked up, so that means he holds some value.
Yeah, drop his ass.
6 is okay. He can give you a good 11 or something.
He's probably a rookie.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If I drop him, he'll be on I have a chance. No, not I have a chance. What's this? What's your Zonzo again? What's the name of your thing again?
My what thing?
Your team.
Oh, some
First and Goal?
No, that's the name of the league. Uptown Champions.
Yeah, he'd be an Uptown Champions
quick
with record speed if I drop him right now.
Right quick, yeah, you'll be there right quick. No,
You know what?
if you have nobody to replace him with, you
Okay,
might as well.
I think I got who I want. Let's talk.
There we go.
Look at him.
The only time I get a text from Onzo in the season is because I picked up a guy he was looking for.
Okay, I see.
Again, you motherfucker. That's all I got.
I see who you took, Danny.
Who do you take?
Van der Etch, or whatever his name is. Linebacker for Dallas.
Oh, you're looking for defense.
A Redskin fan taking a... You see, I didn't pick Dak Prescott, man. I would never
let me tell you something. When it comes to fantasy, I don't give a shit about my team.
Right? It don't matter.
I don't give a shit about no team.
I'm happy I have Dak Prescott, man. He is just full of points, man.
Even with all those
interceptions. Yeah, I got Dak.
Nice.
I got Dak and Tom.
We're seeing Dax and Tom. Yeah. But yeah, I'll start Brady over Dak.
Shit, I got Russell.
I don't know, because that's a lot of pressure starting in New Orleans, man, with a team you never played with before.
So, Roberto, you want to get rid of Tom Brady?
Yeah, right. You'd have to give me 3 players for Tom Brady, yo.
Not even, man, because you can't even probably play those 3 players at the same
time.
No,
Onzo had the second pick. If he gives me, what's his name from the Giants?
Saquon Barkley. No.
And another boom receiver, I'll give him Tom Brady.
No.
You see?
What receiver you got, Onzo?
I have AJ Brown.
Who?
AJ Brown.
From Cincinnati?
He's your number 1?
Huh?
From
Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, he's good. He's sweet.
I have Beckham. And I have Cup from the Rams.
I'm sorry, Beckham. Sorry, Onzo.
Yeah, I know.
I might trade you Cup for. I'll trade you Cup for JJ Schuster.
For who?
Your boy from Pittsburgh.
No, hell no. No. You're not getting me on that one. No.
Who knows? He might have a breakthrough year this year, man.
Yeah, don't.
JJ Schuster wasn't bad, bro.
No.
Who else is going to throw it to?
That's Pittsburgh.
Oh, it looks like you. How did you end up with Connor? Did you select him, Monzo? Because it's ironic that you end up with like a couple of Pittsburgh players.
No, I didn't. Bro, I wasn't even. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh shit, the draft. And my team was drafted. The only one I took was what?
I suggest you get rid of your defense after week 1.
No, because there's no other defense out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just let go Denver.
I
would take Denver over the Eagles any day.
I don't know.
What weeks they have the bye weeks? I don't see that on here.
You'll see some of your. Well, it'll show you on the player what week is his bye week.
Yeah.
Oh, you have my boy from last year, Kyler Murray. Good luck. I know what's his name's going to help you get some numbers.
Who?
The one they got from Houston, Hopkins.
Gonna help me?
DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray are gonna hook up hard this fucking season. Watch.
Yeah,
Mark my words. Houston made a big mistake.
Okay, but who did you say I had though?
You have Kyler Murray.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if you put him in, I can almost guarantee you Hopkins is gonna average 2 touchdowns a game with this guy.
Oh, okay.
Because Murray started to rise near the end of the season, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right, guys, I'm actually going to make a run.
All right, brother.
To cut you
later, Diesel.
off, but I got to take off, man.
Peace out, brother.
Once again, thanks for the invite. Good seeing you guys.
Peace out, brother.
Wakanda forever, better. Peace.
Yeah, for sure.
Later. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it too, fellas. I mean, we can stay after we chat, but 2 hours and 13 minutes, fantastic conversation. Sorry we got a little sidetracked, distracted, but thank you all for coming. This is like 3 weeks. We didn't do it. Well, we did one early this week, but same time. We'll be back next Saturday, same time. Hopefully, nothing comes up on my end. And until then, people, take it easy, stay safe. And
respect.
We catch you next time, bro.
Peace.
We ain't got no more